a couple bundles of firewood. Do we want to take it? Yeah, that's a nice bridge. Fillmore's a favorite. So many great places to ride. I don't even want to go to work. I just want to stay down here and just ride every day. Definitely the time to hit this road is in the fall time. In the summertime, this is so hot. This is a fun road up here. We'll get up here on top. We'll have some service and we'll eat a snack. And then we'll ride up to Coffee Peak. Oh, look at these quakies over there. And we should have service up here. So maybe we can stop and have a snack. Ah, it smells like fall. This will be a good place to have a little picnic. It's off the road a bit. We'll be down in the trees. There's a little different history over here. There's actually a Colombian immigrant that came up here and lived in these mountains. He converted to Mormonism and moved up here from Colombia. Juan Valdez. Howdy.
Are you done with the Mountain Dew?
I was gonna drink it.
Okay.
So we're all packed up here. We're gonna go to Coffee Peak now.
How did they give us name Coffee Peak, you think?
Have I never told you the story of why it was named Coffee Peak?
No.
Well, Juan Valdez and his trusty donkey came up here and farmed coffee. Anyway, it's a long story, but there's lots of evidence of it as we travel on further. As I'll show you where Juan Valdez farmed his coffee, where he retired. Anyway, I'll explain everything about Coffee Peak. It's interesting. It's the mystery behind the history. Ah! Watch out, there's a tree. We've got to go show the history of Juan Valdez, the Colombian Mormon immigrant. This is a classic pioneer story. So the story of Juan Valdez, the Mormon pioneer, is kind of one that's been forgotten. They don't teach this in, elementary school Utah history. Well, it's a little controversial, I guess, but you can see the terraces that Juan Valdez and his donkey carved in the mountains over there, where he farmed his coffee beans. And you do realize that Juan had to work a whole summer tending to every single plant. You can grow coffee, cheaper, but nothing matches the richness of this Colombian Fillmore blend. And it's a shame that more people don't know about it. Heartbreaking, really. Oof! Okay, we're good, let's roll. And I don't know how well you can see it in the GoPro or not, but if you look over on that mountain, you see those horizontal cuts in the mountain. That's what they did up here. They worked multiple summers building these terraces to farm their coffee beans in the bright sun of Fillmore. But anyway, this is where Juan Valdez and his trusty donkey farmed coffee beans. Coffee Peak is up there. I'm sure we'll see more evidence. I mean, Juan Valdez, he just didn't sit around. He worked hard. Him and his donkey carved all those terraces they grew the coffee beans in. And the coffee beans were as colorful as the leaves over there on that hillside right now. Well, you can probably go there and find some coffee beans. And look, there's Beehive Peak on this side. There's another community over here just below Beehive Peak that's in front of me now. And so Juan Valdez was very proud of this coffee that he had grown up here in the mountains. And, he tended it and roasted them in the sun. And it just, the sunlight and the soil that he imported from Colombia with his donkey and the donkey fertilizer he used, these coffee beans were amazing. And they were the best coffee beans probably in the world. And he took the load down to the Beehive. They had a big department store they sold all kinds of goods in, and it had a Beehive emblem on it too, and it wasn't Deseret Industries, it was something else. But anyway, yeah, it was something like ZZMI, Zigbee or something, I don't know. Anyway, he was very proud that he brewed these Mormon coffee beans, and he found out that Mormons don't drink coffee. And I mean, look over there. You can see how much work Juan Valdez and his trusty donkey put in to farm these coffee beans for the Mormons, and then he gets down there and they don't even drink coffee. Oh, hold up. Okay, you need to loop around here. It's a little windy, but this is a very important part of the saga of Juan Valdez, the Mormon pioneer. So this is Bean Canyon. You can see the Bean Canyon is kind of between the spot where Juan Valdez and his trusty donkey farmed his coffee beans over here on the hill where you can see the terraces, and where the Beehive community, where Juan Valdez tried to take his coffee down to the Beehive community and they rejected him. This broke Juan Valdez. This broke him to the core. His soul is just crushed. So he moved up here. He built a cabin down next to a meadow, and actually the story Shrek is actually based on Juan Valdez and his trusty donkey. I'm gonna show you where he lived, and he was kind of an ogre. That's the basis of Shrek. It all happened right here above Fillmore. No one will tell you this history, but that's the true history. I mean, I love this area. I study this area. But this is Bean Canyon, which connects Coffee Peak to the Beehive community that did not want Juan Valdez's coffee. They would have realized how much tithing money they could have got from it, and they would have changed their mind.